Hello everyone, this is Raja here, and in today's video we are going to discuss about how you can speed up your e-commerce website. So let's first think of a scenario where you are going to visit a e-commerce website, and when you land up in that website, it takes like a minute to load. Uh, just ask yourself a question: will you stay in that website? What impression will that website give to you? Simply, you will just get out of that website and you will go to any other website and you will start buying your product at that website. So speed is a very important factor not only for the customer experience, because a customer tends to think like if a website is very slow, it is not a quality website, and people are not really serious about what they are doing in that website. uh, Other than that, slowness of a website is also a very important factor uh, in terms of ranking of that website. So if you have a slow website, it will be rank very low in all the search engines, because the speed of the website is another important factor that is considered in ranking. So how you can speed up your website? Generally, what we tend to do to make our website look glossy and good looking, we generally keep putting a lot of pictures into it, a lot of images. And what happens when there is a e-commerce website, you already have a lot of pictures of a product. Like you have to have uh, two, three different version of the product so that you can create these kind of animations, and so that initially your product look really cool and your website look really cool. But doing those things in your mind, in doing those things, you are generally losing the track to ensure that your website speed is maintained. So basically, if you are having a large images, and the images which are HD images, and basically the images, lot many number of images on your website, then you should think of something like a image compressor. And this image compressor will uh, pull down your image size, and they will just trim those parts which are not necessary for being in your website. So they will just strip parts of from your images, which is basically unnecessary, and that can be your main images, sliders, or your product images, or your icon, or your logo, and things like that. So there are a lot of these kind of plugins in the market, but in today's video we are going to discuss about something which they call it as Smush. And let's go into the dashboard and see what these plugins look like. So we are in the dashboard. To see that plugin, we need to go into the plugin, and we need to go to add new, and we need to go to Smush. And if you see, this is the very first one is our image compression website. So if you see the statistics, it has more than 1 million active installation, and that is humongous, and that is huge. If you see the rating, 4200 rating uh, are there, and most of them are 5 stars. So and it is like very frequently updated, and it is just 3 weeks back updated. So you can get a sense that this is a very nicely maintained product, and it is very much popular in the WordPress community. So let's see how it works. To install this, we just need to come into the plugins, come to add new, search Smush, and then you find this Smush plugin here, and you need to click on install now. So before I install this, just when it is getting installed, if I visit my site, it looks like something like this. And this is my main page, and this is my store page. Basically, all the products in the store pages are there. And you see there are a lot of images, and we can have these product pages in where we can view these products, and all the stuffs are there like that. So if in current scenario uh, I just copy it, and I take a test of this website to see what is a speed is all about, like a GT metrics and a pingdom tool. These two tools are there. These are for testing the speed of your website. So basically, before installing Smush and activating it, I just want to take a benchmark check of my website and see that how it performs on the speed parameters. So if you see the result of the GT metrics is, say, the page speed is about C grade, and it is 77%, and it takes 5.4 seconds to load it fully, and the page size is 1.05 MB. And if you see the image, optimized image, it gives a D grade, and it is 67% optimized. So this is what it says. Pingdom uh, gives it a C grade in its terms, and it's here you can see you have request by content type images. Images are 52.63%, and the size of the images are like 750 KB. So let's see what we can do with Smush, and how we can reduce this statistics and make our page speed better. So let's activate it. So you can see that it is activated, and after it is activated, you will get a tab here called Smush. You click on Smush, and you are here. So you you are greeted with this option. You can go and begin setup. This is the first part, automatic compression. So when you upload your images to the site, Smush can automatically optimize and compress them for your saving you having to do this manually. Okay, so basically it is when you are just uploading an image, it is automatically doing it if this is enabled. So I would like to keep it enabled so that any new images that you upload in your website, that will be automatically um, compressed. So basically it is unnecessary for e-commerce website, because every now and then you will be keep on adding new products, and when you add new products, there will be new images. And when you add new images, depending upon the theme which you are installed, here I have installed Astra theme, but if you are installed any other theme, depending upon what image you are installing in the media library, your theme will actually create a number of other version of those that image basically. So it can create a thumbnail, or it can create a medium size image, or a large size image, or a small size image, and it can have it placed on various places on the page to have a consistent look that will be aligned with that theme. So in this kind of scenario, this automatic compression works very fantastically, and it basically compresses all of those images uh, at the very beginning when you upload that image, and you it takes care of everything itself, so you need not to do anything. It basically goes and does it everything. So let's go to the next option. It is like the compression of your metadata. So basically all of your images are basically tagged with lot of metadata. You can like strip those metadatas if that is not really essential. So I'll suggest to keep this on also. So that will help you get rid of the metadatas, because they are not basically all the time very much essential. Moving to the third part, the usage data. This is basically helps us improve Smush by letting our product designer gain insight to it. So if you like want to allow data tracking or don't want to allow data tracking, it's totally up to you. For me, I'm doing it for a demo purpose, so I'll want to keep it off, and then I'll finish the setup wizard. So after I do that, it will check for all the um, stuffs, and will put me up here. And here you see, like, I have 154 attachments that need smushing. So smushing means basically compressing. So what I can do, I can just click here bulk smush, and I can do the smushing. Uh, it will allow me to do a 50 compression at a time, and then I have to click that button. If you don't want to click button, like if you have a thousand and thousands of images, so you can upgrade to the pro version of Smush. So if you need not to do that, and like it can automatically compress in one click. It can compress every images that you have, and it will be like a boon to you. But if you have a small e-commerce website, it won't hurt you to click a button 3 4 times, and smush or compress your images with 3 or 4 button clicks. So that is the thing you can do very easily. Here you have a lot of pro features that is covered down here. So you can have super smush lossy compression. So it basically gives you 2x more compression if you go into its pro version. But what I feel like the pro version of Smush is a bit heavily priced. There are other image compression tool uh, in the market, uh, which if you see the pro version, see there are two type of version basically of all the plugins. One is free version and pro version. So if you compare the free version of Smush with free version of other image compression plugins, then Smush obviously is the best one, I'll say, because in free it will optimize all the images that are in there in your site, and it allows you to have automatically compress the images that you upload in future. So I think if you have a small e-commerce website, and you are more or less in track, you don't have a lot of traffic, or you need not to be have like 100 on 100 speed ranking rating. So in those kind of scenario, I think Smash Free is a very good one for you. But if you want to have a website in where you have lot of images, like thousands and thousands of them, and sorry, and every few days you are uploading new images, and you want to compress them, and compress them considerably without impacting the look and feel of the site, then I'll suggest you to go with not go with Smash Pro, but there are other image compression tool in the market, the pro version of them. Basically, I will suggest Short Pixel. That is a really good tool, and its pro version is like uh, very less price. But let's come to the Smush free version discussion. Let's do that. So you can see that um, our current space speed is 77%, and it is also like 78%, kind of something like that. So I have Smush installed into it in my website, and it says that it needs to compress 154 images. So let's do the bulk Smush now. And when I do that, it basically start compressing all the images that are there in my website. So what I do, I'll just compress all these images, and I can get back to you. So what will happen basically, it will go up to 50 images, and then it will again ask me to click uh, because I'm using the free version. But if I would have used the pro version, it wouldn't have asked me anything, and it would have completed 154 image compression or optimization, and then it would have been came back. So let me go ahead and compress all the video, and I'll get back. Compress all the images, and I'll get back to you after all the images are compressed. So see you there. Okay, so I'm done with compressing all the images, and you can see that it has compressed like 814.6 KB of images. And uh, uh, basically I have compressed 153 images, if you see. And uh, in the process of that, 1131 images were compressed. So basically, as I said to you, like depending upon your theme and what kind of website you have created, uh, it doesn't matter how many images you upload. Your theme is going to create, WordPress is going to create a lot many numbers of those versions of those images, and will create a high number of image, and all those image will be placed in a different part of your website to ensure that your look and feel of that theme is intact. And in that process, it create a lot number of images. And when you actually do smushing, Smush takes care of all those images. And my 153 images were actually, in actuality, it was 1131 images. So it make various copies of 153 images, and it made a total of 1131 images, and Smush compressed all those images. And finally I have saved like 814 kbs. I was able to do like 814 kb of compression. So after that, if you see, there are a whole lot of options there. This is directory smushing. So basically, if you want to go directory by directory, and you want to smush stuffs in those directory, you can do that. But our bulk must actually take care of all that. This is integration. It is like you have Gutenberg support, or you can have enable Amazon S3 support. These kind of things you can do with Smush. And you also have a CDN associated with Smush. And if you don't know what is CDN is, it's a content delivery network. It basically allows you to have a edge location between you and your users. And in that edge location, your page website is cached. And if your users are regularly retrieving those your websites, then these cached website pages, static content from this cached website pages are being shown. And in that process, your website looks very much faster to your viewers. So this is one of the pro features. So this is a good feature to have with the pro one. So if you are thinking of having the CDN, you can have this pro version. Another feature is this lazy load. Lazy load is basically like having images not load until someone scrolls and reach out, like in a WooCommerce website. Basically, there are a lot of images in the product page, and it is only loaded when whenever the page comes up. So at that process, it initially makes the page loading time a bit slow. But if you activate this option, it basically the page loading will be faster, because only those images will load which will be initially visible in the part of your screen, and the other images which you need to scroll down to go to them, like which is below part of, like suppose let me give an example. Like if I go to store, and suppose in the store I have these images, and here I can see only two rows of images. So if I scroll down, there are another row of images. But uh, if like in the first instance, if I want to make all these images load at once when my page loads, then that will make my page load a bit slower. But if I want something like say my page, whatever images is visible in my screen, only those pages load at the first instance, and when I scroll down, the other set of images load. In that scenario, the weight of these images will not be there in the first instance when my page loads. So in that process, it will speed up my website. So let me enable this option uh, in Smush, and it basically choose those media type, like it's a JPEG or PNG or GIF or SVG files, and these will do that. And you can choose animations also, like the animations uh, animate the media when they scroll into view. You can animate it's a good thing to have. And there are a lot of options, but I would want to start with, you can keep things simple, and then later on try your own tweaks. And here is the setting button. So basically the colors and user tracking, which you said, which we saw initially. Then translation and stuff like that. So basically you can leave all this. And so basically what we did, we smushed all our 153 images, which turned into like 1131 image was finally smushed, and I activated lazy loading. So let's see the performance of our website after we do this. So let me open another GT metrics in a new tab, and let's search this once again. So let's take it from here. Let's copy this. Let's paste here. Let's do the search. So now it will create the speed and the metrics of our current website, and we can actually compare it with our previous stats and see like how much improvement we are able to get. So here you see, like if you compare, here the page speed was like 77%, that is was a C grade, and now it has moved up to 87% and it's a B grade. And the page load time was 5.4 seconds, and it is now 4.4 seconds. And the total page size is also reduced. Previously it is 1.05 MB, and now it is like 829 KB, and the request is also like 51 request. Here it was 77 requests. So I was able to reduce the size of the pages, the size of the images, and the number of the requests. If you see the optimize image option, like previously it was like D67 which I had, and now if I see, it is optimized images have, we have C79. Still there is scope for improvement, but take taken into consideration that we are using a free tool, and we are just using only one method to speed up a website, and which is image compression, uh, by using a free tool. I think this is a considerable amount of improvement, like 77% to 87%, and reducing your fully load time by 1 second. So it is a good improvement. You can go for, as I said, pro version of Smush, or pro version of any other tool that I mentioned, like for example, Short Pixel. These kind of image compression tool will help you like have a faster load time for your website. So I hope you like this video about image compression, and it is very important to have something like this tool in your e-commerce website. Basically, just you can see any of the images we have opened, like you can see it have this one images, it has 8 images for this one images, and if you view the stat, you can see how much compression we had got for this image. So basically, you can do your tweaks, you can try any other image compression tool, but with Smash it is like very plain and simple, easy to use. If you don't know to use any other tools, and you are using a free if you want to use a free version, and if you have a small e-commerce website, minded a small e-commerce website, then only you can use Smush. It's a great option, and there are a lot of people who like Smush, because it is like have more than 1 million active installs, and it has like 4,300 odd ratings, with nearly 5 stars. So it's not a bad tool to use. And after that, if you can get a performance improvement like this, I'll suggest that you can always have a look for this kind of plugin called Smash. So I hope you like the video about this image compression. This is only one of the way you can speed up your e-commerce website by image compression. There are multiple other ways, the ways through which you can uh, speed up your e-commerce website. Like I do mention something about CDN. There are stuffs like Cloudflare, and you can use other CDNs also. So this is basically it. I will keep on like posting other videos in future also, which can help you create a nice e-commerce website, and with good quality and good performance. And if you have any comments, and if you have any suggestions, you can also give it in the comment section. I would like to take a look into that, and I like to I will surely reply to your comments. And if you like this video, give us a thumbs up. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel. I will again meet in the next video. Till then, bye bye.